What's up, Laker fans? On Wednesday night, Brandon Ingram had a career high, but it wasn't quite enough against the Warriors. Let's take a look at how it all went down. But first, SeatGeek is an app that aggregates tickets from all over the web, making buying simple. They put a 1 to 100 score on each ticket to let you know if you're getting a good deal or a bad one, and you can see the view from the seats you'll be sitting in before you buy. Click on the Me tab to enter the promo code LFR to get $20 off of your first order. You can download the app by clicking the link below the video. By supporting SeatGeek, you're supporting my content, so please use them when you got tickets to buy. If you want more thoughtful sports media out there, this is the best way you can send that message. We saw Ingram put it all together in this game, and I think the 2 early jumpers that he knocked down were a big part of that. Golden State does a lot of switching, and a guy like Zaza Pachulia has to respect Ingram's jumper after he knocks down the first 2. That plays right into Ingram's hands, and he was able to do some damage against these switches. Amazing hesitation move here. I'm gonna have a video out next week breaking down these moves a little further. But he wasn't just successful against lumbering bigs. He went up against Draymond, KD, and Clay and got the best of them on different possessions. He hit this nice pull-up jumper, and I think this is an important play for him going forward. Sometimes it's just not going to be there going all the way to the basket, and he needs a counter. He had a few nice possessions of drive and kick as well that created open shots. Ingram hit 2 jumpers in this game where he collected his feet and got his shot up in one fluid motion. That's a huge development if it persists. This is a difficult shot because he under pivots, meaning that his right foot isn't as far forward as it should be. But he adjusts for that by kicking his foot forward on the turn, which is good technique. But he also shot a couple of break rhythm jumpers, which are very difficult to make. Luke often talks about trying to get him and Lonzo to shoot fewer of these. His transition game was a mixed bag. On one hand, he had a couple of nice plays that led to points. But on the other hand, that's where 3 of his turnovers happened. But he also got the ball poked away a couple of times on drives where he tried to go behind his back with the dribble. He's got to tighten this up. And then he struggled at the end of the game as the Lakers went to a 3-1 pick and roll. I don't really like this action for them because neither of them are knockdown 3-point shooters, and I think Lonzo gets in the way of his drives. Golden State is always amongst the leaders in off-ball screens while setting some of the fewest on-ball screens. And the Lakers' defense on this was a bit of a mixed bag. KCP and Josh Hart did the best job on the team of chasing guys around screens. Lonzo, on the other hand, did not do well at this, often falling asleep too deep in the paint. I believe that this was the first time this season that he had to chase guys coming off of a lot of off-ball screens, and he didn't do that particularly well. He loses KD on this one. I think he thought that him and JC would switch, but he's got to get a hand up on the closeout. And on ball screens, the Lakers' bigs would show harder than usual due to the shooting threat. Bogut isn't quick enough to pull this off, but Randle and Ingram are. But as the Warriors often do, they got a lot of baskets at the rim because the defense was so worried about the perimeter. Teams are also less accustomed to tagging the roll man off of off-ball screens, so they tend to be a little slower in their help. This also makes guys susceptible to back cuts, and they got Ingram a couple of times. Lonzo had a solid night as a scorer and was a bit more decisive with taking his shot. Here he goes up for the jumper as Steph goes under the screen. He misses it, but it's the correct decision. That happened again later and he knocked it down. He shot just 1 for 4 in these situations though. But there were times when he was still gun shy. Iggy goes under the screen right here and he's got to pull up for this jumper, but doesn't. He's much more comfortable pulling the trigger when he's going left. KD switches onto him on this one, and in college this would have almost certainly been a step back, but instead he takes an awkward runner. Make or miss, I'd love to see him get back to utilizing that step back. Even here, he eventually makes the shot, but he's got to shoot this first one. He's wide open. His confidence seems to be coming back a bit, but it's not all the way there. He was more aggressive as a pick-and-roll scorer, which was great to see. He jumps from too far out here, but it still creates an easy scoring opportunity for Randle. Look at Steph's eyes on this next one. He's more worried about the screen that's coming than Lonzo, so Lonzo just crosses him over and goes all the way to the basket. This is true in so many instances that if Lonzo just attacks the defense more often, he's going to see a lot more success. And as usual, he passed well out of the pick and roll when that opportunity was there. Alright, that'll do it for this one. The goal of Laker Film Room is to provide Laker fans with thoughtful content that helps you enjoy the game on a deeper level. I'm able to do that because I don't work for a major publication that wants me to cover the most sensational material because it gets the most clicks. As a result, I rely on the support of Laker fans to help me produce my work. If you believe in what I do, please click either the Venmo or Patreon link below. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys next time.